Have you ever wondered what is Adobe Creative Cloud? Or what is Adobe CC? And why does every designer and creative keep talking about it? Well, stick around because I am about to break it all down for you. Hi everyone, my name is Nofundo Fundile, your design fundi from Aliment Design, and today I'm going to be taking you through the tools of Adobe Creative Cloud, or better known as Adobe CC. What is it? How do you get it? And how much are the plans? And what can you expect to find in a plan? Great, so let's start off by actually downloading the software. So Adobe Creative Cloud is a desktop or online software used by creatives and designers. So if you just go on your search engine and type Adobe Creative, now this is the website where you can download and click download. You land right on it, but you can also compare plans. Now let's quickly go through the plans and pricing for the Adobe Creative Cloud apps and more. So all these pricings, all these comparisons of the pricings are in rands, in South African rands, because I am in South Africa. So if you're an individual, this is the plan that I'm on. You would get the Creative Cloud all apps, so it's usually 1,272 rands roughly per month. But if you're going to be getting your subscription for the first year or your first time ever, you're going to be getting 48% off for the first year, so you'll be paying 658 rands roughly every month. Now in your plan, what are you going to get included? You're going to get Photoshop, Acrobat Pro, Illustrator, Adobe Premiere Pro, Lightroom, InDesign, After Effects, Adobe Express, I don't even know what Adobe Firefly is, Audition, Animate, Dreamweaver, and InCopy. Is that everything lives on the cloud. Well, you've got an option. You can either save all your work on your local machine, or you can save it to the cloud and make it easy to share with your team depending on the plan that you're on. Now, also dependent on the plan that you're on, you will know how much space you've got or allocated on the cloud for your work. Cloud has over 20 apps that you can use to help you with overcoming your creative challenges. Whether you're a photographer, videographer, or graphic designer, which apps do you need to utilize? So now once you have downloaded and installed the Adobe Creative Cloud on your machine, whether you've signed up for a free trial or you've actually purchased a plan for yourself, you can go at the top of your home screen. You will find the little Adobe Creative Cloud icon here. You click on it and you shall land. You can click here on all apps and you will find all the apps here. So as you can see, for example, Lightroom Classic, I have not installed it. You would have none of these applications installed in your machine as yet. So just because you've downloaded it doesn't mean it's installed. You have installed the Adobe Creative Cloud and not the actual software that you might need for your actual use scenario. You can go into Lightroom, Premiere Pro, Premiere Rush, whichever software that it is that you need, or whichever app that you need. You just click on install and your computer will install it. Let's just go on through. If you're a photographer, these are the apps that you need on your computer or your machine. Definitely Lightroom, Photoshop, or Lightroom Classic. To be honest, I haven't really used Lightroom. I've always used Lightroom Classic and Photoshop. As you can see, Photoshop is installed in my machine. So Photoshop is really great if you want to be editing, one image, any images, any number of images, but you mostly get to work on one image. You can cut it out, you can edit it, manipulate it. Really great for photo manipulation. However, Lightroom Classic is what you would need for editing of collection of photos like an album. You want them to have the same look, so you do on Lightroom Classic is that you would edit one photo, copy those edits, and paste into the rest of your photos so you can have a uniform album. Now, moving on to graphic design. If you're a graphic designer, these are definitely the tools that you will need. Illustrator for your illustrations, Photoshop for your images, and InDesign for your publications. I will link below videos to each software and each app that I will be going through the tools for each app for these three. All my graphic designers, I've got your back. Moving through to video, if you're a videographer, you will definitely need Premiere Pro, and you've mostly probably heard about Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro is the software where you edit films and videos, add in transitions, and I'm going to just scroll down and show you other tools if you're a pro, other pro tools for editing. As I've said, Premiere Pro is for creating and editing films and videos. After Effects is for motion graphics and visual effects. So you can use both these apps simultaneously. I don't have After Effects installed on my machine. It's quite advanced. Most people really start off with Premiere Pro when starting in the video section of the Adobe Creative Cloud. Then once you've gotten the hand of that, then you move through to After Effects. Other users who use After Effects are definitely the animators. As you can see here, there's an app for Character Animate, where you can animate your characters which you have designed in Illustrator, and you can also design some characters on those apps, as well as Animate. It's similar to Character Animator, but Character Animator definitely more advanced and more tools for you to work on a character, unlike Animate where you're animating games, apps, and the web. And then Audition is what you would need for your mixing of your digital audio or your audios. Also, I don't really have that. You can pretty much, if you have Adobe Premiere Pro, you can do a rough, sound editing, rough, motion graphics, like really, really simple. But once you start getting advanced and really want to go into the details of your sound editing, Audition is for you. And then lastly, I really want to touch on Media Encoder. When I started using Premiere Pro and After Effects a while back, when I was learning, I would always render these videos which were large in format, and I wouldn't be able to really share them and send them until I discovered Media Encoder. So now what Media Encoder does is that from your software or app, Premiere Pro or After Effects, you will export to Media Encoder, and then once you've exported from Media Encoder, you will export that and render that as an output file, like your MOV, WAV format. But this is what then helps that your footage retain its quality, but also being in a manageable size to share. And that was our overview of the Adobe Creative Cloud applications. Definitely do go on their site. I will link it down in the description and check out their apps. But I hope if you either a designer, videographer, or photographer, this video has helped you gain an insight into the apps that you need for your creative challenges. Stick around for the next episode as we take a deep dive into the tools that make Adobe Illustrator a designer's dream.